There are so many great topics in this book, Raising the Well-Adjusted Child, a Parent's Manual. It's available on Amazon. Chapter 5, we're still in the middle of Chapter 5, title, Can't You Be Good? Improving Behaviors. You know, there's lots of topics in here that I want to share with you, so make sure you grab it. Transitions, temper tantrums, how to handle a temper tantrum. And temper tantrums can happen at any age. Adults can throw a temper tantrum. So make sure that you go through and read that section. Body image, that's a huge one. But I really want to get into depression and anxiety. Now, I am not a therapist. I'm an administrator, principal, teacher. I have been a parent. And I can tell you that depression and anxiety is at an all-time high right now for our kids. I've never seen it so high. I've never seen so many cases of depression and anxiety. And it's very critical that we really pay close attention to this with our kids. The number of adolescents suffering from depression or anxiety is much higher than I ever anticipated. Even elementary school children experience anxiety and depression. Again, if you're noticing anything out of the ordinary, concerning anxiety or depression in your child, please seek medical attention. Talk to your child's physician and consider taking your child to see a therapist or a mental health expert. You can also reach out to your school counselor because they have a lot of resources they can provide you with. If you're noticing these changes with your teenager, please make sure you let the school know. There are many ways that administrators, teachers, and counselors can support your child. They have measures that they can put into place to protect your child if there is fear of them harming themselves. The school and home connection is crucial to helping teens who are at risk. The more people that can help support you and your child, the better off they are going to be. Feelings of anxiety and depression are real for many children and adolescents, and they can lead to many other significant issues in a child's life. Do not be afraid to get your child the help they need. Ignoring the situation will not make it go away. When faced with a decision to get your teen help, follow your gut. It could save your child's life. Here are some signs of anxiety and depression to look out for, as well as some tips that can help kids through tough times. Always remember to consult a physician as well. Some signs of anxiety and depression would be not wanting to go to school, withdrawing from friends and family, physical self-harm, drug or alcohol use, skipping school, comments or threats of harming themselves or others, low self-esteem, lack of attention to personal hygiene, crying for no apparent reason, worrying about clothing, being overly stressed about going to school, lack of interest in hobbies they once enjoyed, sleeping more or less than usual. I probably could have added in there some outbursts, things like that, defiant behavior. All of that can also be a part of that. Again, you can also check out on this channel, I do live events once a month with Dr. Qureshi, and she is a mental health therapist based out of Washington, D.C., and I think she's in Maryland, and she's incredible. So you can scroll through the live streams and hear that, and we talk about this. So do not hesitate to get more information for yourself. And then some ways to ease some anxiety and depression. Now, there's a variety of levels of depression and anxiety, right? There's the high extreme level that you're going to need some clinical support, maybe some hospitalization, things like that. But there's also levels that you can probably help support some at home as well. You know your situation the best, and talk to your physician about some of these things that I may recommend that you want to do. Ask your child to reflect on 5 positive things that can happen during the day. Sometimes kids can get really stuck in a negative mindset, or a mindset where they're really only looking for approval of life from social media. And so check that out and ask them, what are 5 things that happened today that were good for you? And that's maybe something that you guys do together every single night. This is not a one-time thing. This is going to take time to change a mindset. Have your child write and repeat positive affirmations. Do this with your child. Have your child listen to a relaxing meditation. There's lots of them on YouTube that your kids can listen to and be in tune to. Encourage them to journal their thoughts and feelings. Go for a walk together. Encourage them to take care of themselves and not worry about other people's problems. That's a huge thing. A lot of times these younger teens take on other people's problems, and that stresses them out. There's so many other things that you can do that are in here. Find an activity that they can use as an emotional outlet. Encourage your child to volunteer. Practice a phone detox together. Create a worry jar where the child writes a worry on a piece of paper and they put it in the jar and leave it in there. It sort of seals it away. Helping your child manage their behavior is truly a lifelong process. Again, go back to the first video. Parenting is a lifetime commitment. So helping your child manage their behavior is truly a lifelong process. As they grow up, your children will experience a variety of scenarios and people, both disappointing and exhilarating. It's your job to prepare your kids for anything that life throws at them. It's your responsibility to guide your children through their lives. We are required to teach them how to regulate their emotions and behavior. We are required to model appropriate reactions to different life situations. We are required to walk alongside our children and continue to guide them. As I've said before, parenting is a lifetime commitment. Your children will always need you, be it for help tying their shoe, help deciding on which college to attend, or just for a hug. Never stop taking opportunities to kindly and compassionately offer guidance. Ultimately, this shows that you care deeply for your child. So thinking about some of those things, there's a lot that's said in this small section, I could go on and on about it, but really being in tune with your kids and listening and being present for them is the most important thing. And oftentimes they want to spend time with you, healthy relationship time with you. So make sure that you grab my book, Raising the Well-Adjusted Child, a Parent's Manual. Again, in the very back of the book, there are questions back here for you to go through and do some work on your own. And really go through and spend some time with your kids and yourself reflecting on parenting. This book is on Amazon, super low rate right now, 99 cents for Kindle, $5.99 for the paperback. I want to get this just in the hands of parents. So please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for letting me be on your parenting journey with you. Have a great rest of your day.